Welcome back to the version 1.0 launch of Roman Triumph. A really good game set in the Roman era. Obviously, like the name says, you're gonna need to farm, you're gonna need to make sure your people are happy, they have, services, but you're also going to need to defend. We have a couple of legionnaires over here, a couple of archers, some towers, there's gonna be catapults and much more. Let's dive right in. So what have I changed? Well, since the end of the last episode, not much. I have just upgraded a couple of wheat farms with the advanced harvesting. But as you can see, while it increases, of course, the food production plus 7 in case of this one, it is going to cost 1 iron and 1 gold. So why should you do this? Well, one is it could be because of space. 2, it could be because of people, right? Instead of having to use 1 more farmers for each of the farms, that way you keep the kind of higher production with just this cost. Now, to be honest, I don't think it's super worth it unless you really don't have a lot of space, but I did want to show you. Unfortunately, as I said, it's costing iron and gold. Now, gold, we're making quite a bit, so not a problem. But iron, we're not making any. So we need to start making any, which is a product research. I just did that research, so it is. We can now build it, and it needs to be on one of those, deposits. We actually have only one inside my walls. We have a few outside, but inside the walls there's only one, so we're gonna have to use this one. It is providing kind of negative impact on your houses, so try to put it as far as possible from the houses. And then, we need, of course, probably to connect it nicely to this road here. I'm gonna wait for it to be built, and then I'll see if I put the road behind or, in the front. I have finished closing, all of the kind of around my city. So if we go the wall there, it is not possible for them to go there. It's not possible to go through the mountain, of course. Here we have a wall, same here. So we are well covered, unless they come from the back here or unless it is dragons. Then we are also doing, research to improve my stone, because we have also a limited number of stone deposits inside the base. We have already done one enhancement, the enhanced quarry tools number 1. It increases just the wood and brick upkeep to increase my production from 23 to 30. So that's pretty good. And now we're researching the next one here, which will actually cost iron and gold. So that is quite a bit of a shift. And again, this is why it is time probably to move into iron now. Speaking of which, if we look at the other deposits, as I said, they're mostly outside of my perimeter. What we can do is click on this one here, and then we can see all of the resource nodes. So I have actually an iron and a stone very close here, so we may be able to get to that one pretty easily. There is also many on this side, as you can see. So these ones, they may not be that hard. These ones here, they're clearly in the way of any attack. Like any attack is gonna come this side. But what we could potentially do is a small fort. You do a small fort with some towers to protect it. So we're gonna look into this. But I think most importantly, we should also try to start moving into the services and religions. Give a hospital, maybe a bath. There is also where is the, aqueducts. Alright, giving aqueducts will be pretty good. So there's quite a lot of things for us to do. So let me try to move a bit forward and I'll see you there. But maybe just before we do that, oh no, we still haven't built yet because I'm in speed 1, this iron mine. So let's build it quickly and then later I can show you the production. It's winter, so my production of food is actually having a problem right now. We're gonna need to be careful. And I did add just a couple of new ones, like there's a new wheat farm over here, a new cabbage farm, and we could again, improve them. 10 plus 10 for the cabbage farm is pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna have to check that out because my population now has reached 82. And that's good. We have also been discovered by a second god, Jupiter. So I've made a small temple of Jupiter here, which means again, more gold, stone, and brick kind of maintenance. So gonna need to make sure we continue increasing, especially I think my stone production. I've done enhanced quarry and safe quarry to lower the chance of dying. I think we're gonna need to go to enhance. So actually we just finished doing a research, which was insulation upgrade. But as I said, I think we need to continue trying to go down this path. There's a lot of gold, but I'm positive in gold, so I'm not too worried. And we can look at the insulation upgrade. So that is going to increase the upkeep of wood, but also of cloth. Unfortunately, we're not making cloth yet. So we're gonna need to start making cloth, actually. We are also being attacked, by the way, and I think I forgot to re-enable all of these. So please go quickly there to defend. We have now barbarians, 30 to be precise, but also berserker, which are stronger. They have more armor and they have more health and all of this. So we're gonna need to keep that in mind. We have also done another research, which is around the aqueducts. Why does it say unlock? Didn't I do that research? Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, my bad. What I did? I thought I did. Okay, no. The iron, at least production, so that's all good. So that's good. Didn't I do the... No, I guess I didn't. Okay. Well, we'll do it soon. We'll do it soon. And military, there's also quite a bit we want to do probably soon. Okay, so here it is. They're arriving. For now, I'm defending behind my wall, meaning, I'm waiting for them to destroy, the gate. Then the legionaries, are attacking them, and then we have the archers also in the back. So I'm hoping I'm kind of counting on the towers, if you wish. And that means, yes, I have to rebuild my wooden gates, but it's really not that much so far. Yeah, this guy is almost dead. They sent also a couple on this side, including, there's some berserker comings there. Here, what else? No, should be good. The gate still hasn't been destroyed, but it's happening soon. Here it is. So here it is. Now my archers. Look at this. The health. The berserker is more than 100. So definitely be ready for this. But this is also giving me goals, by the way, and weapons and things like this. It's good. And I think we're done. It says there's one more berserker left somewhere. It's probably on this side. Yeah, because there's only one archer. Okay, so to make sure we avoid this problem next winter, I built even more food. We have 2 more wheat farms over here. We have 2 more cabbage farms. I'm also bringing 2 large food storage. So I just did that research over here, large food storage. Instead of, the small one here that can store 160, this is going to be able to store 600. So hopefully with this, we can really have large reserves to last winter, because the problem is my production decreases in winter, right? So you need to have those reserves. I'm also doing now another food research, which is fishing. We have this pond over here. We have also this one there. I'm hoping this is, big enough for us to be able to do some fishing, to start increasing the different types of food, right? Also, hopefully this doesn't decrease as much in winter. We can check what they're saying. Yeah, they're not talking about winter versus these ones always talk about winter. So hopefully this is something that won't decrease in winter. And it also will increase health. Next attack coming again from this side. Okay, why not? Why not? So we may want to start having more and more towers on this side. But to be honest, we've been totally fine. Instead, maybe actually what I'm thinking is, let's just make a few more soldiers. And it is, the fishing is done. So let's try to build. And in the meantime, maybe we do the fishing. Oh, too much gold. Okay, we're gonna need to wait a bit for that. Is there maybe a small... No, this is a lot of gold. Okay, a lot of gold. Brick archer tower. Maybe this is the first one we do. Okay, it's not too much gold, not too much food. Okay, so fishing. Let's see. Where are you? Fishing hut. Got some iron and some gold, but we've started to make that. You can see, my gold is positive, my iron is positive. So not a problem. This is going to make 37 per month, which is pretty similar to a cabbage farm. The difference is that a cabbage farm actually takes only 1 farmer versus this one takes 2. And then also the monthly upkeep is also very different because you need gold for that one. So let's see. Yeah, here it is. I can try to place one there. Maybe a second one. Oh no, it's too close. Okay. You need to be careful. 2. And I'm guessing maybe we can put a third one on this side. But for now, let's start with 2. I'm going to, put a storage. I'm going to put a road. And I'll see you in a few minutes. A few minutes later, ladies and gents, we've survived the next attack. We actually have our first brick tower. So of course, this is going to cost more on upkeep. We're talking 4 wood, 5 stone, and 2 bricks instead of the 3 wood and 3 stones. But it is going to be stronger. 300 of health, 3 damage. This is 170 of health. And so yeah, you have to see if you can sustain it with your population, with your productions. I have also made over here a new small production. It's 2 buildings. So we had our stone, and the stone is still there, right? So we've even done that enhanced quarry tier 2, but we have built next to it a blacksmith. And for the blacksmith, you can choose if you want to make tools or weapons. Right now, was basically full on weapons, so I started making tools, and there's another reason for tools too. It does cost 5 of upkeep for gold, and it has, a negative impact, of course, on comfort, so you don't put that close to your houses. But with this, using a bit of wood and iron, we're gonna start making tools. And then next to it, we have the warehouse. This is going to be able to store a lot of those basic resources, but it also enables me to start storing some of these weapons, tools, and things like this, versus before it was very limited. Now, I think we may want right away to put a second blacksmith to start making tools too, weapons too. So we're gonna do that. This one is gonna be weapons, okay? That way we'll have, weapons and tools being produced. A key reason why I also wanted to have the tools started to be produced is for these fishing huts that we built just now. The improvement over here is going to use tools. So we're gonna need, tools for this. And this is actually probably the next research to do. I just did aqueduct, so we're gonna look at that. But yes, as I said, let's do this one. It's expensive on gold, but it's going to help us make more and more food again. So aqueducts, that's a very interesting one. I always forget where it is, here. So we're gonna need a couple of different things. There is a Nuria, Noria. This is what's going to be, first Draco, okay, 5 months. So actually, damn, I just did a research. Because these guys, these Draco, they can fly over everything, and to attack them, it's a lot more about Scorpios and Ballista, which I don't have yet. Plus they're coming from here. That's bad. Okay, so let's indeed take a breather. We're going to stop that research. I think we can, right? Can we? Oh, we cannot. Yes, we can. Here. We didn't get the money back, but it's fine, hopefully. So let's build a Scorpio using, or research it. And let's start building some towers on this side. I guess we're gonna build... Let's build these guys. So 1, 2, 3. And then we also want to build a couple of wall. And you'll see why just now. I don't think I'm building anything else apart from that one. Okay, so let's bring that one to the lowest priority. So they focus on the other ones first. Why don't we have any blacksmith there? Not sure why. Because I have people, no? Oh, because I put it at the end. Which, by the way, yeah, probably just above research is probably where we want it. Why? What is that? Infected with the plague. Oh, okay, that's a new thing. Indeed, we don't have an hospital yet. Nobody told me I had a plague problem, but okay. So we're gonna build this. I'm gonna research the Scorpion, and hopefully we have time to build it. Otherwise, they are definitely going to destroy this thing over here. So it is, we've done the research, we've built these, and as you can see, the core scorpion is over here. It will cost quite a bit of iron and gold, so make sure you have those two production going by now. I've built two, because they also need to be built on top of a wall. They can't be built on the floor, they can't be built on the tower, so that's what you see over here. Like we're going to also improve these guys here, and I know it costs some resources, but we need to be ready for 2 dragons. That's definitely gonna be a tough one. Now we're super low. Oh, the plague is finished, so 4 people died. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, we're super low on gold, but I already have a pretty, you know, tough malus of 15 based on the current gold. I see also Venus is not so happy, probably because we haven't given, you know, her some food in a while. So let's go. I have tons of food, and we probably also need. I just moved the research up. Now let's put it back down. Scorpio operator, yeah, also need to be, you know, at the top with your archers. I'm not going to activate all of these archers in the back. I think we're just going to activate these guys here. And hopefully, with my troops here, this will also be enough. Now, I think if we want to have more gold, we need to increase our tax. To increase our tax, though, we need to have better, like my people need to be happier. So I think we need to try to do some of these here. Like this is only 50 gold, so hopefully we can get there. 75, maybe we can get there too pretty soon, potentially by doing some trade. So let's see, anybody, yeah, here for example, they want to give me some gold and they can buy some food, which I have tons of. So perfect, done. Okay, so we're gonna do that, so we can do that research. We will also do what else? Oh, I see my iron is going down. Okay, because these things are consuming tons of iron. I think that's the problem. No? What is consuming so much iron? Yeah, these ones. 2 iron each, etc. So we'll have to see that in a second, because I cannot upgrade the iron mine yet. Yes. Okay, the attack is coming soon. Venus is happy right now, so that's fine. At least my food is totally solved. I think we solved that problem. So that's one good thing. Can also pause one of the academy, so we don't use so much resources. Oh, that is terrible. We've received no word from a traveling traders. Something must have happened. Pirates, storm, something even worse. That's bad. We really needed that money. I don't know if we can try it again. Yeah, let's try it again. Give me gold, please. I'll give you food still. Yeah, so hopefully it won't be a problem. And yeah, the dragon should be here in a sec. Hopefully this will be enough. I'm gonna keep the archers on the side. These guys are not really gonna do anything. But anyway. So it is. The dragons should appear. Yeah. Wow. You see them. Scary beast. So my towers and scorpions are attacking 1000 of health. Look at this. This is crazy. Okay, so one has stopped. One hasn't. So let's follow the one that hasn't. Because somebody is gonna have to kill him. See where he's going. Where are you going? But the other one is almost dead. So that's great. Okay, he's going here. So one is dead. Perfect. Oh, he's doing an what's happening? He's going back. He's going back. So these guys really, oof, look at the damage. So quickly they can destroy things. I think he's trying to escape now. And we have +2 happiness because we killed one of them. That's good. And now my archers are also trying to help. Okay. And I guess while this is happening, we can already start rebuilding. Yeah. Especially houses. We don't want our people to have nowhere to live. And he's almost dead. He's almost dead. So that'd be great. That'd be great. Apply the last upgrade to everybody. And yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. We have killed those 2 dragons. That gives us a bit of happiness too. That's perfect. We're repairing over here. And I don't think we're gonna keep these ones. We can always just, because this is a huge consumption, like a maintenance. So we're gonna delete them all, including that scorpion there. Because that way I get a bit of resources back. And then this one we can leave. That's fine actually. Yeah, if we get another attack, we know we can always come back. Now, more importantly, before this whole thing started, we were talking about the aqueducts and things like this. So you're gonna want a reservoir, and your reservoir it needs to be close to your people. As you can see, this is basically going to support all of these. If I put it over here, it's supporting all of my farms, so that's pretty great. And then here it's gonna support my houses. So I do think we want to get one all the way there to support all of the farms. And then for these guys here, let's be a bit smart. It's probably somewhere over here that we want it, right? That way, this is going to be my housing quarter in the future. Here, I think we're missing a road. It's fine. Here, let's put this road there. Now, so this is gonna be the reservoir. But we need to, of course, get the water all the way to the reservoir. So to do this, we need to first pump the water out of the ground or out of, a lake like this one. And then we're going to need to send it from one place to another, right, through an aqueduct. And this is new. Enable construction of buildings on water. Okay. So this is just a bridge on water. Okay, why not? But yes, as I said, another trade failed. That is terrible. So we're gonna need the aqueduct to go from here to there. But let me build those 2 things first, and then we can create the aqueduct. And actually, maybe I'll show you that in the next episode, because it's already been quite a bit of time, where we look at, what is the advantage of creating those reservoirs and this water, what it gives you access to. We'll also focus on getting the hospital, as I said over here, maybe trying to also get the arena, because it wasn't that expensive. Justice is going to be a bit more expensive. The bath too. And you see also many of those productions here are going to start requiring cloth, which is all the way here. So we need to first do the carpenter and then the cloth. There is still so much for us to explore in this game. I'm having a great time. I hope you're having too. Do tell me in the comments below if you have any questions, photo requests, and I hope to see you next time.